okay, so I probably look absolutely horrible, but I'm not gonna care about that right now. But I just wanted to say a few things about Nevermore, because I really, like, I've always loved Maximum Ride and stuff, and I, you know, never really, like, after Angel came out and I read it and everything, it was just like, cool, there's gonna be a book, and then I didn't realize that that was gonna be the last book, because I originally thought he was going to write 12 books, because I thought he said that, like, a long time ago, James Patterson, that he was gonna write 12 books, and so this is the last book, and it's coming out in August, and I'm like, yay, I'm gonna go pre-order it, and then it's like, whoa. I read an excerpt from it, and it just made me angry. I'm not really, like, I don't really like Dylan that much. And actually, I thought he was gonna name the book Dylan. But anyway, besides that, I don't know where exactly these chapters go in the book, but I know it was an excerpt from it. And Dylan was basically with Max on some cliff by a beach, talking about Angel. And he's talking about Angel like, oh, like, Max is, like, crying because her baby, her evil freaking 7-year-old baby who kind of deserves to die, you know, was possibly dead. And he's like, well, he basically says, like, I can't remember exactly what he says, but he says something like he's grieving too, and I'm just like, you weren't with the flock, you're not, first of all, I still don't consider him part of the flock. He wasn't with the flock, like, even remotely long enough to even know Angel, or know what she's done, and it, why? Yeah, I just don't like Dylan, or maybe he just, but it just seemed so unrealistic. And of course, you know, Max is like, oh, Dylan's my replacement for Fang, he loves me, and later on in the expert, she realizes, like, hey, because he says he loves her, and she realizes, like, oh, he's programmed to love me, huh? And she kind of seems like Maximum Ride would be smarter than that. And I really, really hate the fact that it's kind of turning into a Team Edward, Team Jacob thing. And I understand, like, that's what sells now and stuff, but I was kind of disappointed in Fang when Dylan came in, and I kind of, as soon as he came in, I assumed he was there to add romantic tension to this book that doesn't need to have any romance in it whatsoever. I mean, I love Fang and Max's relationship, but I'd rather read about Max kicking Eraser butt. Oh, and that's another thing in the expert. I'm so happy because I really love Aerie. Aerie's back. But he's fighting with Maya, and they're probably gonna die. I kind of hope Maya dies, but I don't want Aerie to die again, because I was really sad when he died the first time, and I don't know how he's back yet, but just gotta wait till August. Nevermore. What kind of name is Nevermore? Like, you think it, like, okay, so the thing with the names of the series, like, they started out, like, with really awesome names, like The Angel Experiment. Like, that sounds like a really cool name, like an action movie or something. And then there's, like, Saving the World and Other Extreme Sports, The Final Warning, and then it kind of seems like, I don't want to call him lazy, but it kind of seems like James Patterson got lazy with the titles, and he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna name this one after Max, yeah, and the next one's gonna be named Fang, and, you know, just throw Angel in there, and then I'll have, you know, Nudge and Iggy. But it's like, I was kind of expecting more from the title. It's like, who is the voice in Max hears in her head? And that's, like, another thing. In Angel, the voice only had one line. And, for, like, you know, before the voice spoke, I'm kind of reading this book, and I'm waiting. I'm like, where's the voice? Like, it kind of seems like James Patterson just forgot about the voice. And if the voice isn't revealed in Nevermore, I will go crazy. I'll probably throw the book out my window, and I'll grab a bat and I'll beat someone to death. Because it's like, you build up all of this tension, and like, you're like, oh, I got to find out who the voice is, and, you know, it's kind of just like, oh yeah, there's a voice in Max's head, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about her relationship with Dylan. This video is supposed to be about Nevermore, and I'm ranting about Angel. But, hopefully there'll be more of the voice. Nevermore, like, and it's not just gonna be like this one scene in the book where she figures out who the voice is, and she's like, okay, because that would, you know, really suck. Hopefully it's more of, there's gonna actually be a plot line in this book, and it's gonna, you know, build up, and then there's gonna be the climax and everything, like it's supposed to be in a book, unlike in Fang, where it's kind of like, just like, this is the whole plot. There is no plot. And then at the end, it's like, oops, Fang left, climax, the end. It didn't build up to anything in that book. And a lot of the, like, the last couple Max Murray books are like that, and it's kind of annoying. Will Iggy ever regain his sight? I do think that Iggy will regain his sight in the last book, just because it kind of, I don't know, I just kind of does. Iggy's one of my favorite characters, probably is my favorite character. And I kind of hope he regains his sight. I kind of have a feeling Max is going to die. I know, we all know somebody, I said that weird, somebody is going to die. You know, the question is, who? And I think it's probably going to be Max or Ella. No, Ella's not that important. I think Ella's going to betray them. But I think it's going to be Max or Fang or Maya or Dylan. Those four. Like, yeah. So, yeah, if you watch this, which you probably won't, comment and tell me. So.